Introduction: a midnight wake-up call. You didn't expect what? If I told you that the biggest reason you're waking up 2 or 3 times a night isn't your age? It might not be your bladder either. Yes, you read that right. It might just be your evening tea. As a urologist who has worked with thousands of men over 60, I've seen this quiet frustration time and time again. The exhaustion of broken sleep. The helplessness of standing at the edge of the bed at 2 o'clock a.m. again. The shame some feel as they tiptoe back to sleep, hoping no one noticed. You try reducing your water intake, adjusting your sleep time, even shifting your dinner earlier. But nothing seems to work. That's where I come in, not with another pill or a complex protocol, but with a simpler, more thoughtful approach. Herbs. Yes, the humble herbs in your kitchen. Some support your bladder and calm your nervous system. Others, though well-intentioned, quietly disrupt your sleep when used at the wrong time. In today's article, I'll walk you through 5 herbs that you should welcome into your evening routine, and 5 that you should gently set aside after sunset. All backed by science, tradition, and years of patient stories that still move me to this day. Before we begin, I invite you to follow this channel for more simple, natural, and evidence-based advice for men over 60. It's my mission to help you live strong, rest better, and feel like yourself again with wisdom, not just prescriptions. Part 1 to 5 herbs you should eat after 60 to sleep better and urinate less at night. 1. Tulsi, the sacred leaf that calms more than the mind. Tulsi, or holy basil, is more than just a religious plant in Indian households. It's a healing gift with remarkable benefits for elders. As we age, our nervous system becomes more reactive, our bladder more sensitive, and our sleep more fragile. Tulsi contains natural compounds like eugenol and rosmarinic acid, which help soothe the nervous system, reduce irritation in the urinary tract, balance inflammation that worsens with age. A clinical case I remember well was that of Mrs. Kamala, who had the habit of drinking ginger tea every evening. She woke up like clockwork at p.m., a.m., and her granddaughter suggested replacing the ginger with warm Tulsi water, just 5-6 fresh leaves boiled gently and sipped by 6:30 p.m. Within a week, she was sleeping through the night. Tulsi didn't act like a sleeping pill. It simply told her nervous system, you can rest now. 2. Ashwagandha, the stress-soothing root that rewires sleep. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen, a natural regulator of stress hormones. After 60, cortisol, your body's stress hormone, can stay elevated at night, keeping the brain alert and the bladder overreactive. Ashwagandha helps lower cortisol, which can promote deeper, uninterrupted sleep, decrease false bladder signals, improve mood and recovery the next morning. A patient I'll call Mr. Basu was skeptical at first, but after mixing just a teaspoon of ashwagandha powder in warm milk, half an hour after dinner, he noticed change in 5 days. By 2 weeks, he woke up only once instead of 3 times and reported, I feel calm again. It wasn't just sleep, it was relief from within. 3. Gakshora tribulus terrestris, a gentle friend to aging kidneys and an overactive bladder. There's a certain helplessness many older men describe to me. It isn't pain, it's something softer, but more persistent, the feeling of waking up with urgency in the bladder, only to realize there wasn't much urine after all. It's the dissonance between what the body signals and what's truly needed. This is where Gakshora, a deeply respected herb in Ayurvedic tradition, can quietly intervene. Also known as tribulus terrestris, Gakshora has been used for centuries in India and across Asia to strengthen kidney and bladder function, reduce inflammation in the urinary tract, improve urinary flow without overstimulating the system like diuretics. Both mechanism lies in its saponins, plant compounds that gently support kidney filtration, relieve mild swelling, and restore a sense of calm to the lower abdomen. But what truly sets Gakshora apart is its ability to work with the body's natural rhythms, rather than override them. One of my patients, Mr. Nagesh from Aurangabad, came to me frustrated. His medical reports were clean. His prostate was normal for his age, but he still woke up 3 times a night. My sleep is not light, it's broken, he said. We didn't add more pills. Instead, his nephew, an Ayurveda student, suggested a cup of Gakshora tea at 4 p.m., brewed gently and sipped mindfully, never rushed. Within 10 days, Nagesh noticed a shift. The urgency began to decrease. The pressure in his bladder no longer jolted him awake. His sleep, once fragmented, became continuous for 5-6 hours. That, to a man in his 70s, felt like a miracle. What was the secret? Not force, not sedation, just a respectful invitation to the kidneys. You've done enough for today. Let's pause now. For elders struggling with that invisible discomfort, a bladder that seems to lie, Gakshora offers a trustworthy path. It doesn't suppress, it harmonizes. And when your organs work in harmony, sleep follows like an old friend returning home. 4. Chamomile, the flower that unwinds the mind, softens the bladder, and welcomes sleep. There's a type of wakefulness that doesn't come from a full bladder or a dream. It comes from the mind silently carrying worries, replays, and half-finished thoughts from the day. In these moments, what we need is not just a sleep aid. We need chamomile, a whisper of comfort in a cup. This gentle flower, widely embraced in both Western and Ayurvedic wellness circles, contains epigenins, a natural flavonoid that binds to specific receptors in the brain and gently promotes relaxation, drowsiness, and peace. But what makes chamomile especially precious for older men is how it calms both the nervous system and the bladder. You see, when you're stressed or alert, your body produces more cortisol, and this hormone not only interferes with sleep, but increases bladder sensitivity. The result? You wake up with the feeling of urgency, even when the bladder is not full. Chamomile doesn't knock you out like prescription sedatives. Instead, it soothes overactive nerves, reduces false bladder signals, eases emotional tension and physical restlessness. Recall a 67-year-old woman, referred to me by a colleague, who came with complaints of waking multiple times per night. She had tried everything: reduced water intake, earlier dinners, fewer spices, but still found herself in and out of bed. What helped? A single cup of chamomile tea at 7 p.m., followed by 10 minutes of quiet sitting, no TV, no phone, just stillness. Within a week, she began waking only once. By the second week, she occasionally slept through the night. Her family even noticed her brighter energy in the morning. It's not just that I slept, she told me. It's that I stopped bracing for interruption. For men over 60, chamomile can serve not just the body, but the spirit. It reminds your whole system, bladder included, that it is safe to relax now. You don't need to chase sleep. With chamomile, you invite it gently. 5. Cardamom, ilaki, the aromatic healer that balances digestion and protects rest. Let me ask you this. Have you ever felt bloated or heavy after dinner, only to wake up at night with the sensation of bladder pressure but not much urine? This is a surprisingly common experience in older men. After the age of 60, digestion slows down, and even meals you've had your whole life may suddenly feel heavier or cause acidity. When the digestive system becomes bloated, it presses gently on the bladder, creating a false signal of urgency. The result? You wake up, you go to the bathroom, you return with less rest, less calm. Enter cardamom, or ilaki, an unsung hero of digestion and abdominal comfort. Known in Ayurveda for balancing pitta dosha, the fire energy that governs digestion, cardamom contains natural oils that reduce gas and bloating, calm stomach acidity, relax abdominal muscles, ease upward pressure on the bladder. But here's the magic. Cardamom doesn't just heal the stomach, it protects your sleep by addressing the root cause of nighttime urgency. I had a long-time patient, Leela Auntie, who had formed a habit of taking a sweet dessert after dinner. While not problematic before, it began causing heaviness and disturbed sleep. Her son, a caring, insightful man, suggested she chew one cardamom pod slowly after her meal, instead of dessert. The change was almost immediate. Her bloating reduced, her bladder stayed quiet, and her nights felt less interrupted. She said something that stayed with me. My body didn't need more control. It needed to feel light again. That's the gift of cardamom. It doesn't just scent your tea or spice your rice. It recalibrates your gut, gently lifts pressure off your bladder, and gives your sleep a fighting chance. For any elder who finds nighttime wake-ups linked more to digestion than urination, cardamom is a treasure waiting in your kitchen, ready to help. Part 2 to 5 herbs you should avoid after sunset. 1. Ginger. The good herb that overstimulates at night. Ginger is wonderful during the day. It warms the body, supports immunity, and helps digestion. But after PM, it becomes a problem for aging bladders. That's because ginger acts as a natural diuretic, stimulates the kidneys to release more water, keeps the bladder active during hours meant for rest. Ramanathan G. A 70-year-old banker drank strong ginger tea nightly. It helped with digestion, but wrecked his sleep. After switching to Tulsi water, he regained peaceful nights. The lesson? It's not what you take, it's when you take it. 2. Mint. Podina. The cooling herb that confuses the body's clock. Mint feels light and fresh, especially during hot afternoons, but it cools the nervous system, and after 60, bodies don't hold heat as well. This cooling effect can cause restlessness, increase bladder sensitivity, disrupt your core temperature, and sleep. Savitri Maji added mint to her evening meals. She didn't have bladder issues, she had cold limbs, light sleep, and shallow rest. Moving mint to lunchtime changed everything. Podina is like a breeze, beautiful when the sun is high, unsettling when the night falls. 3. Coriander seeds. Dhanaya, a diuretic in disguise. A coriander is trusted in Ayurveda for digestion and cooling, but many overlook its natural diuretic effect, especially when consumed at night. After 60, your kidneys become more sensitive. Coriander after PM may lead to increased nighttime urine production, overfilled bladder, disrupted deep sleep. Jitendra Bai used to drink coriander seed water after dinner. Moving it to early afternoon reduced his bathroom visits from 3 to 1 per night. Let your digestion thrive in the day. Let your sleep recover at night. 4. Fenugreek seeds. Methi, a potent herb with portamingmethi, is incredible for blood sugar, digestion, and joint support. But when soaked and taken in the evening, it stimulates urine output, which is exactly what you don't want after sundown. Kanchan Amar drank methi water after her evening walk. She believed it helped her joints, but she also woke up 2 or 3 times per night. Moving it to 6 o'clock a.m. restored her sleep. Methi is a helper, but like all helpers, it needs direction. Tell it, work during the day, rest at night. 5. Green tea. The trendy villain in disguise. Green tea is a modern favorite, praised for metabolism and detox. But for elders, it holds 2 problems. Caffeine, even in small doses, stimulates the nervous system. Diuretic effect increases nighttime urination. Sheila G. switched from chai to green tea at night, and within a week, sleep was gone. After returning to chamomile, she found calm again. Green tea is not the enemy. It just needs a shift in time, or a partner like Tulsi to soften its edges. Conclusion. Gentle shifts, lasting sleep. If you've made it this far, let me say this from my heart. Your sleep matters. Your peace matters. And it's never too late to reclaim both. As a urologist, I've seen the emotional toll of sleepless nights. Men who feel robbed of their mornings. Women who fear long drives. Grandparents who avoid family vacations because they don't want to slow the group down. But tonight, I want to offer you a different kind of hope. You don't need to fight your body. You just need to listen to it and support it wisely, gently, with respect. Start by drinking soaked methi water at 6-7 a.m. Enjoying mint, coriander, or ginger only before PM. Embracing Tulsi, chamomile, cardamom, or ashwagandha after 6 p.m. This is not about removing joy from your meals. It's about restoring rhythm to your life. If this article helped you even a little, I invite you to subscribe to this channel for more senior health guidance. Share this with someone who wakes at night and thinks they're alone. And if you're unsure where to begin, just type hope in the comments. That one word means the world to me. May your nights be still, your bladder be calm, and your mornings begin with the lightness you deserve. With care, Dr. James Rowen, urologist, educator, advocate for men's health over 60.